What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Infamous Ghost Money, and if you live in the United States, you already know that credit is something that many people struggle with, and it's something that nearly all Americans have become dependent on in some type of way. Whether it be paying bills, financing a car, purchasing a home, or buying the latest Gucci outfit and the matching Balenciaga kicks to go with it that you know damn well you can't afford, credit scores are something nearly all Americans must consider at some point in their lives. And if you look at the statistics, many people are not doing so well when it comes to managing their debt, especially when you consider for the first quarter of 2022, according to the Federal Reserve Bank, Americans' credit card balances came in at approximately $841 billion. Sheesh! So in this video, we're going to look into a recent case involving Roekeicha Brisby, owner of the YouTube channel and business Rose Credit Repair, who has been accused of using illegal means to erase over $3 million in debt from her clients' credit profiles from between November 2020 to March 2022. We're going to look into the case paperwork to see how this young lady was able to finesse her credit repair services, how she got caught up, and finally try to answer the question, was what she did really that bad? I mean, I'm just saying. So as always, if you find value or you are entertained by the video, remember to hit that like button and also subscribe to the channel to catch more of my content on financial fraud and stay one step ahead of these fraudsters. Alright, let's get right into the information. Prior to all this mess, Roekeicha Brisby, or Rose for short, of Humble, Texas, seemed to have a solid reputation through YouTube and Facebook Marketplace when it came to helping consumers who were struggling and improving their credit histories. According to her Instagram page, she offered a variety of financial services, but I would have to assume that her most popular service had to be credit repair for, obvious reasons. It seems like Rose had a special skill when it came to getting financial institutions to forgive consumers of their debts that they had in collections, and I guess once these folks saw that their credit histories were improving drastically from Rose's services, they would be so ecstatic that they wouldn't ask too many questions on how it got done. Well, according to the case paperwork filed with the state of Texas, Rose did not have any special abilities. It would end up being uncovered, allegedly, that she was using fraudulent means to get her clients' debts erased. Rose's alleged scheme would be exposed around March 23, 2022, when Ally Financial filed a complaint with the Harris County Precinct after they discovered several inconsistencies and similarities in the police reports that they were receiving out the precinct, which led them to believe the reports were fraudulent. According to the case documents, Rose would meet a customer back in November 2019 who came to her for assistance with repairing her credit after she was a victim of identity theft. This customer would email Rose several documents related to her credit, including a police report that she filed with the Harris County Precinct back in October 2019, indicating that she was a victim of identity theft. This police report would end up becoming the template that Rose would falsely alter and use to dispute collection accounts her clients wanted removed from their credit histories. Rose would allegedly cook up police reports that falsely stated to have come out of the Harris County Precinct that indicated her clients were victims of fraud, which is why they had incurred the debts that they were unable to pay. Once these financial institutions received this letter, they would remove the charged off debt from the customer's profile and accept the loss, which in turn saved her customers thousands of dollars. According to the case paperwork, the false police reports that Rose cooked up had case numbers on them that did not exist and were in incorrect formats, as well as the areas of the report that Rose manipulated had incorrect fonts and the wrong size. Finally, all the false reports that she submitted had the same investigating officer on them and contained false electronic signatures. From this investigation, multiple financial institutions would be contacted and confirmed that they also received the same Fugazi police reports from Rose Credit Repair Services, requesting for a total of over $3 million to be removed from hundreds of her clients' credit profiles. Based on this and some, a search will be executed on Rose's business location on July 7, 2022, where they seized documents and her electronic devices. She would also be arrested soon after the same day, and this case is now actively being investigated by Harris County and the FBI. So we're gonna have to wait to see what the outcome will be for Rose. But with that being said, not that my opinion matters or anything, but I'm torn on this case for several reasons. When it comes to credit cards, banks are making so much in money and interest payments and other fees, it's not even funny. It's totally normal to see interest rates on credit cards in the 20 to 24% range, even if someone has solid credit. That is an insane rate of interest that consumers many times have no choice but to accept. And if you didn't know, banks also invest tons of money in studying consumer spending behaviors and personalities, which help them know who are the best customers for them to give credit cards to that will bring in the most profits. This type of targeting leads to people who have no business having a credit card suddenly being approved for thousands of dollars that some bank analysts determine that they know damn well that this customer will end up maxing out that card and end up in tons of debt in no time. That sounds like setting someone up for failure if you ask me. Next, in the United States, there's a huge lack of financial literacy in the areas that need it the most, and the government and banks seem to be doing very little to attempt to change that. Without financial education being taught in school, young adults are getting credit cards with no idea how to manage them, and as a result become slaves to the credit card gods when they end up with tons of credit cards and get stuck in a check-to-check cycle just trying to stay afloat. Finally, if you combine this with the fact that the cost of living is just so damn high, causing people to not be able to make ends meet and be stuck with no choice but to put themselves in debt to put food on the table. And it's not even like Rose stole money from her clients either. At the end of the day, what she allegedly did was still illegal and it's not right, but I can understand. Anyway though, that's the video on Roekeicha Brisby. I really hope them little boys ain't too hard on her because, you know, her intentions was right and she potentially gave people another chance at life financially. Leave a comment below with your thoughts on how you feel about this case. Also, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel to add some quality, informative, and entertaining content to your YouTube timeline and stay one step ahead of these fraudsters. Alright, peace.